Well, I'm glad you could join us. Ginny Fang is with us right now. She's Executive Director of China, San Francisco, and I guess Business Day, the whole thing's coming up. China business, we know that China is growing commercially and doing so well. What is the connection now between San Francisco and China?
It is growing tremendously. I mean, just last week we hosted the largest ever delegation from China, a government official delegation. We had the Consul General there, we had U.S. Department of Energy there, we had the highest level of Chinese government in San Francisco talking about clean energy issues. And so in terms of San Francisco's relationship, it is growing more than ever.
It's interesting you mentioned clean energy because China's had its problems with pollution and manufacturing. I mean, they've been turning out so many things for so many years without the controls. Has that attitude changed in China?
Well, I think
in terms of pollution and things of that nature,
China is doing a lot to address those issues. I think that they realize that their natural resources are very important, and so they're actually at this point in time, I think, making the second largest investment into clean energy in the world. And so they're catching up to us quickly, and so we need to stay on the game too.
Okay, when those folks came over to San Francisco and had this what do they talk about? What kinds of things are we talking about? Trade? We're talking about what can happen?
Absolutely. So I think it's everything combined. I mean, I think that policy and some of the issues between how the U.S. and China and San Francisco and China partnering are going to bring extra business opportunities. And what ChinaSF is doing is really looking to take a look and take advantage of those economic opportunities so that when those opportunities come, San Francisco is front and center to be able to gain and receive those opportunities. So bringing Chinese clean tech companies to San Francisco, having them expand into the market here, creating jobs here, that's all about what ChinaSF is doing. In fact, one of the clean tech companies that we brought in about a year and a half ago, they've just tripled their footprint in San Francisco. And so that's more jobs, more investment into San Francisco.
And what company was that?
GCL Solar. GCL Solar. And that's just one of 5 companies that we've, one of 5 solar companies we've brought in. We've actually brought in 13 companies to San Francisco to be.
And where do they locate in the city?
They are now at One Market, and so very nice, beautiful building, exactly, right across from the ferry building.
Sure.
So yeah, signature space.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
a great location there, and so when a company like that comes into this area, they're selling their solar products in this country. Is that it? Are we exchanging things, or how does that work?
I think they're selling, yes, some of their solar products. They're doing research and development in the U.S., taking advantage of San Francisco's great talent force. And so I think one of the reasons why a lot of the clean tech companies are seeking to be in San Francisco, seeking to be in California, is because it's a great market, and we have the infrastructure to support this industry. We have the finance industry, we have the clean tech companies themselves, solar developers, so they want to be here. And then there's the Chinese connection, so it's a fantastic
Are you back and forth between the two countries?
Yes, I am.
Because I know other people who are doing similar things, and they're back and forth and that.
Absolutely.
When you go over there, what kinds of things do you do?
Well, we have 2 offices in China, so that's a big difference. We have an office in Beijing as well as in Shanghai. So we're basically following up on all the business leads that we've been developing, that our offices have been developing. So later this month, we're actually going with the mayor's office, San Francisco mayor's office, to China. We're going to be in Beijing, we're going to be in Shanghai, we're going to be in Wuxi, which is actually one of the clean tech capitals of China. And to be able to follow up on a lot of the business conversations that we've been pushing forward, to be able to bring more of that into San Francisco, more investment, more jobs, et cetera.
Yeah. You're, as they say in the business, a busy woman.
Yes.
That's true. Okay, well, we know that San Francisco's had a long history with China.
Yes.
And of course, going back to the gold rush days, actually.
Absolutely.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Ginny Fang's been our guest, and she's Executive Director of China, San Francisco. And that is a great position to have. Thank you very much for coming in. And thank you for watching.